Fucking Freddy. All
Jumped
right.
off.
We're live. What's going on, everybody? Oh,
Oh, we're back. Hello, that was Jake dying, so that's
yeah.
fun. He
I'm
comes
alive.
back,
Yeah,
just screams in the microphone.
I know. We take 1 week
Oh my
off,
god!
forget how to act on air, I actually, it was weird. I was like, man, it feels like it's been forever, but it's only like been, we took 1 week off for
It's been
Halloween.
like a
I mean, I
month.
haven't consistently been on the show yet, though, either. So, like, I might have forgotten how to act.
It's all right. So, but you already know what it is, guys. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. Like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. Go to Spotify, leave a 5-star. And yeah, Jake, were you just trying to plug a drink on air?
No, I'm just showing that I'm drinking again.
Oh, okay. Off the wagon.
October's over.
Oh, did you do like sober October?
After the first week, I did sober October because it was Balloon Fiesta, so I started drinking at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Of course. Of course, there should be a non-sober October. What's a month that we can like rhyme with something like Bender or
Bender December.
In December.
Bender December? There we go. There we go. We'll do a
Come on,
Bender.
man.
I know. I'm not. My brain's not working. I just got back home from my kids' hockey practice. So.
I mean, I had a brain-eating amoeba, but the poor little fucker starved to death.
You said this, it's like this from Futurama, right?
Is
What?
it?
I'm pretty sure, because like Fry gets one, but then it dies. It's like, oh, the poor little thing died.
I don't remember that one. I remember the one where Fry gets like those germs that make him really smart.
That's one of my favorite ones. It's the worms from
Yeah.
the egg salad sandwich he gets from a
Like a vending
gas
machine or
station
something.
bathroom.
Yeah. So, but yeah, what's been going on, guys? Jake, you've been looning a lot.
Yeah, just playing with hot air balloons. That's fun. I thought I was afraid of heights, but it turns out I actually am not. Who knew?
Well, I'm still sure like it's not the heights that bother you; it's the threat of falling from the heights, right?
See, like that's the weird thing because I can do the balloons, but I still can't do buildings.
Yeah, I can't. The handful of times I've been to the Hoover Dam, I can't bring myself to like actually like look over, like from the railing. I have to like stand back and kind of glance over.
See, so I'm getting good at like leaning over the edge of the basket now. Like I'm getting more comfortable just like hanging off. So I might do the Hoover Dam thing.
You just put your wiener over it, and that's what you call hanging off.
Another thing at the
They
Hoover,
still won't let me piss off the balloon, and that just kind of gets me.
I mean, if you're over town, that's understandable. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
But
no, we're the
if there's wind, you're gonna piss all over their basket. So I understand that too.
yeah, true. Gust of wind comes, just blowing piss all over everybody in the basket.
Exactly. No one wants to be around that.
And I'm sure
It's like, what's that smell?
Jake
Fucking
doesn't
Jake's
strike.
piss.
Jake doesn't strike me as a guy with like very hydrated urine.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, that's funny.
just fucking Red Bull and cold brew.
Yeah, just
Ugh,
brownish
worse
gold
than
spray.
asparagus.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen role models where they're just taking a
Yeah.
piss and it's just like nuclear green?
Green. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the Matador energy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
You
my
just
life.
feel like this? It's fine.
That's fine.
When we're talking about scenic pissing, scenic shitting is where it's at.
Is
Jesus.
It is.
it? Is it?
Jesus.
When I lived in Arizona on the reservation, the outhouse didn't have a door, and it was just a beautiful valley, and the sun would come up like right in the
Just
middle
shitting
of
in
it.
an outhouse. That's not what you said. You said scenic shitting, which is like crouching down, shitting in a fucking hole that you just dug, and having to
It
bury
was
it.
still scenic, okay?
Okay.
If I
Okay.
can find pictures of it, I will send them.
Yeah. All right. I have taken like vitamins before that made my pee like look like Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, that happens. Like
Like
I've
B
heard
or
prenatal
something.
vitamins make your pee look neon, and so
Yeah.
do azo pills for UTIs. That shit makes it like neon orange, and if it gets on your underwear at all, like a little drip or something, it will stain that shit. It's wild.
Yeah.
Or
Imagine
you could
being
just
the
put-
imagine being the first person that ate a shitload of beets.
I was just gonna say you could just put beet supplements in everyone's
I'm
food.
pissing blood.
Ah.
I don't know. But then again, like, they didn't piss into water like we did either. So they might not have known.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
What if they're pissing into a river or lake?
Well, that's, if it's a male. But females,
I mean, yeah, no. If it was a female who ate the first like handful of beets, how would she know she just wasn't on her period?
you think you pee blood when you're on your period?
I mean, it comes out.
Jake's
Shut the fuck up.
Jake's
dude. You
idea
have
of
no idea what you're talking-
Jake's
No,
idea
that's
of a
not-
period
not
is
working.
like the
You know what? I've seen the toilets after my exes have used them on on their periods. It looks like fucking murder scenes. So like, don't even. Come
You
on.
can't judge the after effect on when it's happening.
Jake's idea of a period is the elevator doors from The Shining opening up.
The Shining.
You know what? With some of my exes, it was like that. So you know.
I don't know. My wife's been on an IUD for like 10 years, so I don't even.
What's that quote from fucking Mean Girls? She's got a heavy flow and a wide set vagina.
Yeah. I can't help it if I have a heavy flow and a wide set vagina. In that principal's defense, if a kid said that to me, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Just a female teacher up there, like, I can't fucking do
Yeah, I'm
this.
not doing this. So,
That is true.
Ruben, I'm the failed abortion the conservatives worry about. Okay,
like,
I'm the poster child.
God, what was it? There was a Comedy Central show a long time ago, and it was like, it wasn't the animated George Bush one, but I think it was a George Bush show.
Oh, Lil Bush is fucking hilarious.
And they like they had this recurring character that was an aborted fetus that was like a pro-life lobbyist. He's just like,
Was it Little Bush?
It wasn't Little Bush. It wasn't the animated one. It was like a live action show, and it was like a puppet. And I just remember like this one quote. He's like, I have to shop at Build-A-Bear. Do you know how humiliating that is as an adult? He's like this hand puppet of an aborted fetus, like wearing a suit. Pretty wild show.
Oh my gosh.
The 2000s hit different. We all know this. So
I mean, Drawn Together was the
drawn
show.
together, yeah. Bleh.
I remember watching that when it first came on.
I just
in, like,
remember
junior high.
the what was it? The fairy tale princess in Drawn Together had like the retarded cousin, Bleh, who turned out to be like super hot. But she had to wear a football helmet everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Drawn Together was where I learned about lesbians.
So, yeah, well. Anyways, Charlie's got her fancy dinner pearls and fur on tonight.
Yeah.
So
You know, I mistakenly called her Cruella DeVille, but I guess she's Eleanor Roosevelt. But to me, it's the same shit.
Eleanor Roosevelt, what's up?
Actually, funny story about this fucking necklace. I got this made. I bought all this stuff from Home Depot, and I was working at a jewelry store at the time. And there was a dude who would string pearls, and he would do like the expensive ones and shit like that. Like he was qualified. I don't know how the fuck you can qualify for that. You just put a pearl on and then fucking tie a knot. This shit would have cost $100. But there's a knot for like every fake bead on
Oh,
this shit. But since I got it done at work, like he gave me the ticket for it, and he was like, "This would be $100. If the owners find out I did this for you, I'll have to charge you for it." So I never wore it to work just in case. And the first time I wore it was this year. So
Oh,
it's
there you go.
like over 10 years old, and this is the second time I've ever worn it.
I mean, Ruben's calling you West Texas Elvira.
Just
Elijah, yeah. The show is called That's My Bush.
Come on, Elijah, you got to simp harder. Ruben's winning over here.
I know. For real.
West Texas Elvira. That's funny.
So yeah, but yeah, last week took the week off for Halloween, and
How was your Halloween?
disappointing. It actually made national news. I don't know if you guys saw
What?
like on Yahoo and stuff that this was the first year since like 1934 that trick or treating was actually on Halloween in Des Moines. They do this like weird, stupid thing in Des Moines. Like the whole state doesn't do it, just Des Moines, where they go trick or treating on the night before Halloween. Yeah. So it turned out like I was super excited. I had like the full size sour straw packs, about like 60 of them, and a bunch of fireball shooters for the adults. And I got 10 kids.
What?
Yeah, because since they changed it last minute, because of like, we had like a huge thunderstorm the night they were supposed to go trick or treating, like a bunch of kids and stuff still had like practices, like sports practices and band and all that stuff. So, but, and then also like the parents that showed up, all but like two of them, like were really weird about me giving them fireball shooters. They're like they took them, but they're like, oh, yeah, thanks.
It's like I thought this was America.
Yeah. The only two that were like dope about it was these two moms. Cause I kind of thought like, oh great, here's gonna be two people like they're really gonna be weird about this. But I was like, hey, do you want one of these? And she's like, oh fuck yeah. Then the other mom was like halfway up my driveway. She's like, hey, do you want one of these? She's like, oh fuck yeah. Is he gonna do one with us? And I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Right?
I was like, they probably did them right there, huh?
Oh yeah, we did them like on my fucking porch.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's awesome.
So, but kind of a letdown for trick or treating. I mean, my kids got a bunch of candy. There's also a dude that lives like 4 houses down from me that does like a whole haunted house in his garage and shit. So he like big dicks everybody.
Then you know what? Your neighborhood deserved having no trick or treaters
I
because
know.
that fucking guy.
And then like my neighbors on both sides of me like had their lights off. Like I was like the one light in like my block. It kind of sucked. I was like, really guys? Come on. I love Halloween. I get super excited I told my wife, I was like, it's really weird and I feel creepy. I feel like the creepy old dude from Family Guy because I get really excited about kids coming to the door on Halloween.
Like that one video of that one like cholo dude where he's like, "Hey kids, I got candy,"
Yeah.
and the wife's like, "Just come on, let's go
I know.
inside."
Like that.
I know. My wife was like, stop standing at the door going, where are all the children?
Where are the kids at?
Where are they?
So then like the last like trick-or-treaters of the night came in and it was like 3 girls that live like across the street and I ended up giving them each like 10 fucking packs of sour straws. Oh, but so the moms that were all into the fireball, they had like a group. There was probably like 7 or 8 kids with them. And one of the kids, I don't know, he was probably like 5th or 6th grade, was like, oh, can I get one of those? I was like, no. He's like, no, I'm going to give it to my dad. And I was like, yeah, no. He was like, bro, no cap. I'm going to give it to my dad. I was like, yeah, nice try, kid.
No, I'm not giving you a fucking bottle of alcohol.
Here's the thing. Even if I did give it to, like, even if he did give it to his dad, which I was never going to give him one anyways, his dad would be like, somebody gave you this?
Yeah, right. Like, just eat it and promises to give it to me. Like,
I got some pissed off dad in the neighborhood knocking on my door.
80s kid. We can't be doing this shit no more.
Yeah, don't worry. Like those Sour Patch, 1 out of every 10 of those Sour Patch I laced with acid. So, maybe you'll get lucky.
That kid's straight out of the fucking 80s.
Yeah. Like,
right.
So, but no, yeah, it was good. And then a fun story that I figured you guys would appreciate is my 9-year-old had his very first hockey game ever on Sunday. And he's young. So he's not even 9 yet. He turns 9 at the end of the month. But he plays with like a bunch of 10-year-olds because of like how his birthday works. He got put in like the under 10 league. And a kid on his team got ejected because a ref heard him telling another player on the like opposite team that his puck handling skills are looser than his mom.
Oh, fuck you, ref. Let the kids talk shit. That's part of what it's all about.
I know. I was like,
That's the age where you start talking shit too.
that's
Start
pretty
learning
funny.
How to do it.
That was fucking good too. Like
I
you
had
just
to, I had
kind
to
of
tell my kid
like,
like,
Yeah, no, did he just like skate up to him, just like your puck handling skills looser than your mom?
I guess so,
Just
because
skate
everybody's like,
off?
what happened? Like, what happened? Like, they were like getting ready to do like
you
a
know, his
face off.
fucking dad probably, his dad or his mom told him like, you want to get a comeback? This is what
Yeah.
you fucking tell kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, he was fucking taught that.
Yeah, I mean, it was
You
hilarious.
know he didn't come up with that on his own. That's too good.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to be dad mode though with my kid. I'd be like, "Don't repeat that, please." But that's a good one.
See,
That's a good one. Wait till you're like 12, and then you can say that.
And then,
Yeah.
then start a fight as soon as you say it.
Oh, I know. I was like, man, I'm surprised that kid didn't just throw his gloves off immediately. I'm guessing the kid.
Bro was so shocked, like, oh,
I'm sorry. Well, the kid's probably like, what the fuck? The kid, like I said, these are like 8,
I don't even
9,
know what it meant.
8
either.
and 9-year-olds. The kid's like, what the fuck does that mean? Like,
He just walks up to her at the end of the game. Are you loose?
well, are you loose? The kid said you're loose. So that was pretty funny. But then now, like, because of that, I found him on YouTube on his Switch, looking up hockey trash talk videos.
Oh.
And I was like, no, nope. I appreciated some of them.
Get
I
good.
heard some of them. They were funny, but I was like,
He's gonna see a lot of Shorzy.
yeah, pretty much is like what it was. I was like, dude, you can't.
Hey, I fucked your
repeat-
mother last night.
Yeah, he's like, you can't repeat any
Dude,
of this.
not yet. Not yet.
So, all
You're
right.
riding harder than your mother was when I fucked her last night.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. It's just like some stuff was like. Luckily, I'm pretty sure most of it was just so over his head that he's just like, huh? You know, but I was like, don't repeat
definitely,
anything
they're
you just
a little
heard.
bit too young for all of that knowledge.
If he was like 13, he'd be the fucking.
Oh yeah.
That'd be horrible.
Which is why though, it is why I'm really excited for him to like get older playing hockey, because yeah, hockey kids are a different animal. The shit talking is nuts. And like,
Cool, it's like golf.
it's not like golf.
Shit talking in golf.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. All right, let's get to the
Never
question.
gotten
Maybe
hammered.
I'll talk about golf.
All right. So we didn't really do a question this week. We did just send us some confessions, because these typically end up being juicy. Bot ones. Any good bot ones? Oh, here's a good bot one maybe for you guys, because you're young and can have the bandwidth for it. What's the best group chat you're in? No? All right. Pass. I thought you might have been in. I don't know.
I plead the fifth on this one. I'm not legally gonna go on record saying that.
Like, I don't know. Let's just kind of like what is that even supposed to mean?
First one. I've pretended to be someone else online for fun. Yeah, like fucking 2000s
catfished
lesbian chat
people.
rooms. Like, I've pretended to be a lesbian in a chat room before, you know?
Right? But like, was it? Oh, there was like.
Were you
people that
catfishing
know,
somebody?
or like random people?
Yeah. I
Are
don't
you
know.
Damn it.
getting money out of this? That's what I need to know.
I've complained about this so many times. Like, give us more fucking detail.
Mm-hmm.
Was it people you knew? Was it just random people online? If it's people you know, that's like way funnier. But,
Mhm.
like, it's worse, but it's like, yeah, I want to hear about that.
Yeah.
What if you just like started trolling people just as a fake account, just people you know?
Exactly. Like that's exactly.
Okay. Next one. We should bring lesbian chat rooms back. When we bring back MySpace, we need to bring back chat rooms.
Weren't they saying that MySpace is
No
bad last
lesbian
night
group
or the other
chat.
day?
No one knows who I actually am.
So,
What's up, clam slammers?
yeah. I mean, MySpace is still there, but it's very different than the MySpace I grew up with.
I'm like, yes, it's still around, but like, I don't know what it's for. Like,
It's
I
a
know
lot
it
of
had, like, it was always about like kind of like music. So I still
music.
think it's kind of,
It's almost like
There's that,
It's almost
but
like what OnlyFans was supposed to be, like a place for, like, I think OnlyFans was originally founded for like people to find your music, and you were able to monetize that as opposed to just like
like
throwing it
a
up on YouTube.
SoundCloud type of thing. But then people were
Yeah, it was
like,
supposed to be like SoundCloud where you can interact with your audience.
Yeah. So I think that's what MySpace is now. It's a lot of like music stuff.
from what
yeah. Then like they all fucking deleted all your pictures and shit.
I know. I tried to log in a couple years ago and they had erased my account. So I kind of like,
They still have my account, but they erased a lot of my pictures, which was really sad. So I went and saved what I could.
I wanted to see like who did I have in my top 8 when I quit MySpace?
Oh, I didn't give a shit about that. I just wanted the pictures.
What like terrible fucking hip hop song did I have playing in the background?
Probably had like Outcast or something.
Yeah, it was probably like Bombs Over Baghdad or something. Because this was like, when I had MySpace, it was the same time I had like my grill, and I had my big
yeah.
fake, I had my big fake chain that said #1 stunner.
Holy
I'm telling you
shit.
guys, you would have loved fucking early 2000s Bill. I was a shithead.
Doing motocross, wearing fucking
No,
chains.
no, I was playing paintball and I thought I was the
Paintball.
shit. And just like, yeah, I had a fake, like this like weird rubbery fake grill. Yeah, a #1 stunner chain.
I
Still,
always wanted one from like one of like the kiosk aisles in the mall, but they were like like stainless steel or something like that. I'm gonna get one of those.
yeah, this was like
God, I never did.
some weird like rubbery thing that had like steel clips on the inside of it that you like snap onto your teeth.
Oh, okay, that might have been exactly what I'm talking. I didn't realize that they were rubber though. Like I never touched one, but I saw like the steel clips. But I just figured like the front of it was like rhinestones.
And
What Riff
I
Raff
also
meant when he said middle of the mall shit.
yeah, middle of the mall shit. That's probably where I got it. Now, like, yeah, I also had if I wasn't wearing my #1 stunner chain around, I had a G unit spinner.
Oh my gosh! He also had the belt buckle with the
Yeah, I had the LED belt buckle that lit up. Yeah, like the
I
signage belt.
remember those.
Yep, I had one of those and it always said like place forehead here or some dumb shit like that. I had at one point I had like, I can't even remember where I got it from. It was probably Hollister or something. I don't know if I got it from there, but it was a polo. And if you popped the collar up, on the inside of the collar, it said "You'll do."
Holy fucking shit!
And I guarantee you wore that under another polo, huh?
I wore it over another polo. It's got to be
Okay.
If
seen.
you were over, you wouldn't be able to see it.
I probably wore it over like 2 polos, to be honest.
Oh, so you were rocking like 3 or 4 polos?
Yeah,
You
man,
that
it's
guy?
all you gotta have the colors. You got to peacock, you know. You got to pop them collars, son.
I didn't know that was an '80s thing in the beginning. Like, but I do remember guys would only wear like 2. Usually not more than that, but like 2 of them, pop the collars.
Yep.
But like in high school and stuff, like it was like a dress code thing, so that they couldn't quite do like that much.
Yeah, I was either
See,
like,
that's the weird thing.
Yeah, it originated in the motherfucking '80s.
yeah, I was either double popping collars or ringer t-shirt over a long sleeve t-shirt.
What's a ringer?
You know, it's like a t-shirt, but the neck hem is a different color, and then like around the cuffs on your arms
that
was
what
a
they're
different
called?
color, like almost like a baseball shirt, kind of.
Okay.
So it'd be like if
I'm
I'm-
visualizing it.
like it'd be like kind of like a pale blue shirt, but then like just around the collar would be like navy blue, and then around the edges of the sleeve would be navy blue.
Interesting.
I see it. I see what you're putting down, Bill.
Hold on, let me.
I had a BAM shirt and an Element shirt.
Was it the heartogram BAM or was it like BAM?
Uh,
Like this.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, like the Van Wilder shirt, right?
Yeah. So, but
I think I can't. I don't think it. It was like the Element BAM shirt, but then I just had an Element one too. But it was like the double, like the regular shirt with the sleeves, but the sleeves were sewn in, so it looked like you were wearing 2 layers, but you weren't.
mm-hmm.
I love the fucking shit out
So
of those shirts
we'll
so
say,
much.
and everybody's invited if you want to fly to Des Moines for this. But me and my wife watched this movie, and it's actually not a very good. The movie wasn't good, but it was like it's got the chick from Outer Banks, not the hot blonde one, the kind of islandy looking one. But she's like in 2024, and somehow she goes back in time to 2003.
Oh, yes, I've seen the trailer for that one on Netflix.
And so me and my wife have decided, like in the spring when it warms up a bit here, we're gonna do a 2000s party.
That's fucking awesome. I wish I would have still had all my 2000 stuff. My sisters went and cleaned out our old bedroom and fucking threw all of my old early 2000s clothes away, so I don't have any. That breaks my heart.
You know what's so fucking weird about like current day? It's nostalgic for the 2000s, but the 2000s were nostalgic for the fucking 80s, so it's like some weird.
Oh, it all
80s
comes.
Inception
It all
shit.
comes back around.
Yeah, no, it's like some weird fucking Inception shit now.
So, all right, we gotta get on to the next question.
Always been.
Sometimes I wish I followed my friends and family's advice and hooked up with as many women as possible to know what to do when the right one comes into my life. Okay. I don't know about your family. My family wasn't like, my dad didn't sit me down and be like, son, you got to run through as many girls as possible. You know?
Yeah, that seems like a little bit of counterproductive advice to.
You know, I don't think my dad ever said that either.
Yeah, I don't think you need to run through people to know which one's right. I think you just kind of have like that idea and like that.
You got to
feeling.
run through these hoes, son.
If you
Like-
can, like, get along with that. Like, you need to like look up like healthy relationships. What are relationships like? What are healthy relationships like? How do you make a relationship last?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you find someone that kind of checks all those boxes and you can be with that kind of person, like that's probably, you don't need to like fuck a lot of people and be with a lot of people like that. That might actually make it worse to, you know, you might meet that person, just be like, well, fuck you. Like, I don't know.
All right.
Like,
That's-
hey, friend, are your parents divorced? That's a good way to
Yeah.
draw the line on that advice.
I got next one. I got burn blisters on my dick and balls from letting the goth chick do hot wax play.
You don't do it on their fucking wiener, you idiot.
What a
Oh,
fucking
she's
sadistic
dumb.
bitch.
I
You
know.
do that on the chest, the back, maybe the stomach. You don't do it on non-keratinized skin.
I would say shoulders
Fuck's
is probably
sake.
the best place. Like right here.
I said back, so like back, shoulders. You know, it's kind of, it's all.
Yeah,
connected.
you deserve that
Yes.
one, dude.
What?
All right.
Not on the fucking. You're not gonna put hot wax on someone's lips, which is the same fucking type of skin as someone's dick.
Do you guys have the same thing? Like I hear it all the time, but people are like, "Oh, do you know like your lip skin's the same as your butthole skin?" Every time I hear that, I immediately get the urge to lick my lips.
Well, I mean, like you know, it just puts in your mind. All it is literally non-keratinized skin. That's what it is.
I don't need a lot of carrots though.
Keratinized.
I know, Charlie. I'm just getting under your skin. I'm getting under your non-kerat. I'm getting under your keratinized skin. Okay, chill.
I like that one.
If I was getting under your non-keratinized skin,
No,
there might
not
be
that
issues.
kind.
Right. Freshman year of high school, I jerked off in front of two female friends because they wanted to know what blowing a load looked like. Oh, teenage angst.
What year? Junior year?
Freshman year.
Wow.
That's some game.
Well, I mean, they didn't touch him; they just watched him. But like, I mean, that's educational, I guess. You know,
Hey,
they
great way to.
could watch porn, but they wanted to see you do it. So I mean, I guess that's.
Well, what did freshman like? So my freshman year of high school, if you wanted to watch porn, it took like, especially a video, it took like 4 days to download it off of LimeWire. These hoes couldn't wait. They wanted to know what it looked like.
I mean, to be fair, I did not think about that. Granted, well, I mean, I didn't even like a lot of the Because I remember sophomore year, I was at this girl's house who, like, our boyfriends were best friends. And she was like, I know where my parents' porn stash is. You want to watch it? And I was like, fuck it, let's do this. Because she was like, it's so ridiculous. I've watched it before. It's a guy who broke all the bones in his body. So he's in a body cast, but his wiener's out. And so the nurse or the candy striper is like, oh. And I was like, say less. I'm in. Let's put it in.
Oh yeah,
Let's watch this shit. Because it was like either VHS or DVD.
it was
But
like
I don't think they show that much though in those DVDs.
well, that's back then is probably I don't know about this, but what you're talking about, but or the video specific video you watched, but
It was more like
we
softcore.
got through my Sling TV thing, we got like a free month of Showtime. One time they had Showtime After Dark.
Yes.
And just like for laughs, one time me and my wife just watched like two of the movies on there. And it's like the simulated sex softcore stuff. And like it's just so funny that it's not even like
I love
hot.
softcore porn, dude. It's like my old roommate and I would like, because they used to have it on Netflix, and I think they might have had it on HBO for a little bit too.
Oh,
We would
HBO
put
is
it
where you
on.
used to get it back in the day. Like if you had premium cable, HBO, like HBO After Dark
Yes.
or whatever.
On-
Like
Yeah,
You know,
on-
like that show Nympho, right? It was on Netflix, and that was like soft.
Yes, but like after like streaming started happening, they still had it as a category on there. I don't think they do anymore. I was about to ask that,
they
but I
don't.
don't think they do.
I have HBO.
'Cause-
I've looked. They don't have it.
I know, because if they did, I would watch that right after this. Because like there was one on Netflix, and it was like a horror softcore porn with some kid that was like half lizard snake something, but like people were dying. So they were like, "Oh, we need to go down to this basement." This guy gets like a pot and puts it on his head for protection. Like he's just so fucking stupid. Like go down to this basement, him and a cop and another girl, and then of course they get it on. So like we would just skip over the fake sex scenes because it's softcore and like nothing's actually happening and it's fucking ridiculous. And we would like skip back to like the actual script scenes where they're talking because it was just so fucking ridiculous. But it's like literally watching a B-rated horror movie just with more sex.
Yep.
It was fucking hilarious.
All right.
I loved it. I loved that shit so much.
All right. Next one. I send my nudes to my friends first so they can tell me if it's good enough to send to the guy that I'm dating.
Oh.
You have a good friend group, I guess. Put me in
You
that.
can't decide that yourself.
Whoever
I'm
you
like,
are,
I
put me in
like
that group
this
chat. I'll let
person.
you need a male perspective in this group chat. Put me in this and I'll let you know.
Right. Is it just female? Is it male? If I ever did that with my lady friends, they'd be like, "You look great, sweetie, but like, please don't do this." Holy shit! Please.
Right. Took a Tinder date back to my place after our first dinner. As soon as I shut the door, she pulled my pants down, pushed me against the wall, and started licking my beehole. Aggressive. Never heard from her again.
Huh.
I mean, maybe if you had a cleaner beehole, you would have heard from her again.
I know.
Is it right
Always
about
be
you?
prepared.
I mean, if you would have had a clean beehole, that could have been your wife there, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a wife, like origin story. That's like How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, she can't be mad at his butthole without ever speaking about, "Hey, I want to do this,"
Oh yeah, he said in
and then
this.
so he can prepare. Like that's
Or
not.
he- I'm
fair
assuming
at
a
all
he,
to, like, put all the blame
you know.
on him. For that.
Assuming he enjoyed it, he was probably a Boy Scout. He should have always been prepared.
But that is an aggressive move. First date, she
No.
just flips you up against the wall and starts licking your butt.
Yeah,
I would buy plane tickets to Vegas as soon as that was over. Just be like, I'm putting a ring on this.
But as a guy, that's an aggressive move. But that's the way it has to be done. Like, don't throw my legs up like you're changing my diaper, you know?
I remember that one dude, it was like a man on a street thing, and he was like, "It was right after Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
this girl's hot. She threw me on her beanbag, lift my knees over my head.
What
Just
a
went to tear
beanbag.
out." I think it was a beanbag. Yeah,
I've had sex on a
but
beanbag.
it's
It
like
doesn't
a
work very
beanbag.
well.
Like you sink into it, your legs up.
Mhm.
Like you can't fucking move. You're not going nowhere.
Yeah. She got you trapped, son. Going to town on that beehole. I sometimes wonder.
Oh,
I sometimes wonder to myself as I lie down for slumber if Bill hates pickles because he was molested with one in his early adolescence.
hey, what?
I sometimes wonder to myself as I lie down for slumber if Bill hates pickles because he was molested with one in his early adolescence.
I promise you, it wasn't in his early adolescence. It was as soon as I got in that truck in Austin, Texas.
Yeah. Jake, what do you do with that jar of pickles? Oh, have you seen Jimmy John's now is doing sandwiches where instead of buns, it's just a massive pickle?
Okay,
I want it.
that's
What?
not new. I've done that. It's a pickle witch, and it was fucking awesome.
It looks fucking awesome.
But seriously, that made me fucking squeal like the raptors on Jurassic Park just now.
That's why I don't give out my home address. People are just going to send me jars of fucking pickles.
I'm gonna send you a yodeling pickle for Christmas.
Oh, if it yodels, I'll keep it. That's hilarious. Right. I frequently say I have COVID to get out of things.
I know people who do that shit.
Oh.
Right on, man. Right on.
Well, there's been days like I want to work from home, and I'm like, oh, I think I have COVID. Like, I work from home. I was like, yeah, I will.
I'm feeling bad. Excuse me.
I live in a small town. My super religious boss probably has no idea how much insanely slutty stuff his daughter did with me and many others in high school.
Oh, she tried that in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's usually how it goes. Like the whole trope of like the preacher's daughter. That's
Yeah, Womb will attest. I know, like when I was in high school, I went to high school with like the mega church in town's preacher's daughter, and that girl was a freak.
See, I remember the mega church. They had this thing every Wednesday that they called the Switch, and that was the place where you went to get fucked up underage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I had a sneezing fit at my desk last week that was so bad that I ended up shitting my pants.
I'm glad this is a safe place for you to admit that. This is what we're all about, people. We're a safe place to admit this kind of stuff. This is what we want when we ask for anonymous confessions.
Have you ever shit your pants at work? It's terrible.
Oh, it's the worst. And you gotta drive home and like figure out how to not sit on it. And I
had to, like, the last time I did it, I had to throw away like a perfectly good pair of Lulu underwear. I was like, yep, these are just going in the trash. I didn't necessarily shit myself. It was the shart, you know, but it was bad enough to, I was like, I can't recover this one. Sorry. So I just went the whole day without underwear, you know.
Did you just toss them?
Yeah, I tossed them.
Like, did you flush them or?
No, I just threw them in the trash can. I flush them. Yeah, then they're like, next thing you know, like the guy who like plumbs the toilets in my office is like, somebody shoved a pair of Lululemon underwear down his thing. And to be fair, I'm the only person in my office that gives off Lulu underwear vibes. So like, yeah, no. All right. I told my wife I got sucker punched while out with friends. In reality, I was fucking around with my friend's nunchucks and hit myself in the face.
I mean, yeah, dude, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Picture of nunchucks.
I like how he's just like, I can't tell my wife I was fucking around with nunchucks. some drunk dude at a bar just punched me in the face out of nowhere.
They got in a bar fight. Like,
My friend
imagine
touch me, damn it.
the conversations in that marriage that has led to a bar fight being more acceptable than fucking around in nunchucks.
I told you not to be fucking around with martial arts weapons, Travis.
You fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot. Remember the last time with the scythe or whatever? What's the thing that Raphael had with the 3 little prongs?
I don't remember what those are called. I just know Electra has them, and
The
then
little swords.
not Noxinamoon.
Yeah,
but
Noxinamoon. Because I just watched The Mummy Returns. I was really bored when I was like, oh, The Mummy Returns. I haven't seen this in
I
forever.
don't know what those are called.
What are those called? Live chat. Let us know.
Chat. Come on, hurry up. Come on, you guys know this.
I think
Everyone
Raphael
knows
had them.
this. It's like Jeopardy. Come on, hurry the fuck
But his
up.
wife's just like, man, last time you were fucking around with that samurai sword, I had to take you to the emergency room. They weren't
Womb
daggers.
said daggers. It's not a fucking dagger, Womb. Come on, you're better than this.
I gotta do it now. Ninja Turtle weapon.
Twin Sai.
Sai.
Like Sia?
Sai.
Sai.
S-A-I.
S-A-I.
Sai.
So, kind of like Sia, but the A and the I are reversed.
There we go, Elijah.
It's a cutter that looks like that.
You win nothing, Elijah.
That I
Congratulations.
damn near bought, but they were $30.
Mm. All right.
You should buy some.
Sydney Sweeney is mid, but has great tits.
I agree. Her acting is fucking atrocious. It makes me want to kill myself anytime she's on screen.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say, like, I'm not gonna say she's not an attractive person, but she's not
She looks like a
attractive enough
fish.
for like how people treat her. For what I will say, like her acting is not great.
She looks like a fish with tits.
And
And
then like she's got kind of a horse
her greatest
face.
acting is in Euphoria, but she's also acting like a high school girl.
Right. Where
So
you like
it-
where a high school girl's gonna be like aloof and dull and toneless, right? You know?
Well, no, like she's a high school girl that has no father who's fucking crazy.
oh, so
and
she's just
really emotional and emotionally unstable and finds only her worth in relationships. So it's like she really nails that the fuck.
How do we know that's her not acting?
That's
I
probably,
mean, I don't know. But I watched
Think
Euphoria.
about it.
I think she did well in
Think
that
about it.
character that she had. Like, it really sold that character
about it.
and everywhere she went with it. But then, and like, I watched that comedy that they had with Glenn Powell. I can't remember what it's called. Anyone But You. or
Anybody
something
But
like
You.
That one made me want to fucking kill myself. I went and saw it in theaters, and oh my fucking god!
She has a bit of like, what is her name from Twilight?
Kristen
Kristen
Stewart.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has that type of
Yeah.
acting.
If there's such a
Oh,
thing, Chris, I've always said
You
Oh,
left me.
about-
I don't know how to recover.
Like,
from
just
this.
very unemotional. And it's just like,
I've
oh,
always said about
you.
Kristen Stewart, if there's such thing as anti-charisma, Kristen Stewart's got the game on lock.
Womb, her eyes look like she's on Xanax. Like you can't even say that she has pretty eyes.
Well,
Oh,
Jake, I don't think you
you
date a girl
sweet
unless she looks like she's on Xanax. So,
That's not what he means at all.
so
At all.
a toe,
A toll?
a toll.
A tiny island?
All.
That's not what he means. He doesn't mean a tiny island.
It's from a fucking street gonzo, you
Oh.
pieces of shit. You have beautiful eyes.
Mm. All
Well,
right.
fuck me for not understanding a niche reference from something I've seen once when I was very, very high.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Womb Raider, Kristen,
It's not like it's been a thing in the group chat we've been in for
Womb,
months.
Womb Raider, Kristen Stewart looks like a nice young man.
You act like I pay attention to that, other than changing the background and sending memes occasionally just to stir the pot.
Well, maybe you fucking should then.
All right. My neighbors like to fuck with the blinds open.
Nice.
So they like to fuck with blinds open?
I mean, we leave the curtains, open on occasion.
I was trying to make that funny, but it was funnier in my head.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're hot, or at least like get weird.
I was more trying to make a joke about blind people.
Oh, no, that one didn't land.
I'm gonna go get another drink.
Because I mean, can you imagine if you had like neighbors that always fucked with the blinds open, and the next thing you know, it's like, missionary again? Come on, guys. Spice this up a little bit.
I had an ex I lived with that would like get on to me for walking topless in my kitchen because he was like, the fucking kitchen window's open. And I'm like, I live higher up than my neighbors do, and I'm short as shit. They're not seeing nothing. Also, I can see directly in every single window that they have, and none of them are open.
Oh, I'm just like, was it that Will Ferrell was Danny McBride scene where Will Ferrell's like, let the boy watch. Like, you want to look through my window? You're gonna see me fucking. Like, whatever. Don't look
I know
through my window.
that's basically what I said. I was like, I really don't give a shit. This is my own fucking house. They want to invade my privacy. That's on them. I highly doubt they could see anything, but like, you're not gonna fucking tell me what I can and cannot do in my own motherfucking house, bitch. Like, absolutely fucking not.
Why the fuck are you looking in?
They can't fucking see me anyway. Like, I'm on an incline.
Is this better, Elijah? How's this? Huh? How's this, you motherfucker?
Really,
You like that?
really tinny. Yeah, I mean, whatever. If somebody wants to see me fucking, have at it. God.
This one's fucking vile.
I put pickles on pizza.
Okay. I will admit, back when I used to work in food service, toasting pickles with Parmesan cheese on them went fucking hard.
I mean, that sounds like adjacent to fried pickles, right?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it tastes like a dirty chim sock.
Fried pickles are great. Just because you have an issue with pickles doesn't mean they're bad. It just means you have an issue with pickles.
Just because you get your burgers with only ketchup on them, Bill, doesn't mean anything.
Fair.
And you, like, to be fair, the only pickles I really am okay with eating are only made in Texas, and apparently they're only sold in Texas. I found out that out the hard way in Colorado. So,
Oh,
if
shut the
I
fuck
was-
up. They sell them in New Mexico.
well, they did it in fucking Colorado.
The best made?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like
But
a little fat kid on the jar.
you're not very far away from me either, so
There's-
it might only be like maybe the parts in New Mexico, maybe Oklahoma. I never looked at like their distribution, but I know for a fact they weren't in Denver, and I was like, what in the absolute fuck?
It's because Denver's fucking Denver, and everything that Denver has doesn't exist outside of Denver, but anything outside of Denver doesn't exist in Denver.
Well, either way, they only
Denver's
have...
the only place in America that still sells Mr. Pibb as Mr. Pibb.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I
was
wouldn't
gonna
doubt it.
Whoa. That's not shitting on Timber, in my opinion.
I mean, because
Mr. Pibb is...
AMC
Don't you
Theater
dare.
has Pibb
Don't
Extra.
you dare defend Mr. Pibb.
Mr.
I
Pibb is
will.
better than Dr. Pepper. Fuck you, Bill.
I will.
Mr. Pibb is wish.com Dr. Pepper.
Dr.
Yes,
Pepper,
it's
wish.com,
the
Mr. Pibb.
brand of Dr. Pepper. But if I wanted cherry soda, I'm gonna get a fucking cherry soda. And most theaters don't have Dr. Pepper, so
Oh, if I
Mr.
go
Pibb,
somewhere,
they changed it to Pibb Extra, and they got rid of Mr. Pibb, like the
yeah,
guy.
because he was embarrassed he doesn't have a doctorate
fat
like
hair.
Dr. Pepper. He's just Mr. Pibb. He's the dipshit
You know what?
down
I'd
the
rather
road.
be a mister than a doctor, motherfucker.
But I'll go somewhere like, do you have Dr. Pepper's? Like, we have Mr. Pibb. I was like, that's a no. So okay,
But the real Dr. Pepper from Dublin, Texas, is not the same. Like, you used to be able to get it, and it had like the 10, 2, and 4. That was how they marketed it. Like,
Real Dr. Pepper.
No, it's the real
And
Dr.
I'm just laughing because the way it sounds to me is like the real Slim Shady.
Yes, but like it was made with like imperial sugar. It wasn't made with like corn syrup and all this shit. Like the mass produced stuff. It was like this small town Dublin Dr. Pepper originally how it was made, and it had
Can't
like
you still get it there?
it had yes, they still have the distribution. You can go to Dublin.
Womb said Dr. Pepper's barbecue Sprite.
That's what I've heard. It's cherry soda. It's cherry.
Nah.
It's
Cherry,
There's
vanilla,
23 unique flavors, okay?
Yeah, cherry, vanilla, caramel, cola nut.
mostly cherry.
And Ruben said it's they them pib now.
Oh gosh. I don't know if they make Mexican Dr. Pepper. I know I've had the Mexican Cokes and they're
They
a
do.
little bit different.
Mexican Dr. Pepper still sucks.
Oh man.
Mexican Coke is
Filled with
I don't know.
filled with
It's-
fentanyl?
No,
Oh.
it's made with real sugar.
It has more caffeine too.
I think I had like the bottle I think might have a little bit less carbonation. The actual taste is just a little bit better, I would think. But I went to actual Mexico when I was 14. I went to a border town and had it at a bar because I was tired of drinking booze, which is what I've been doing at 14 years old. That was fun. Got to have my first bar experience at 14 with my dad in Cunha, fucking Boys Town.
Mm.
We didn't stay there after the sun went down. My dad said absolutely fucking not. That's when shit starts going down. My 14-year-old daughter isn't gonna see that. But apparently that's like literally where they would have donkey shows and shit.
Oh, nice.
That's why it's called Boys Town. Like it was
Dad's just like, Charlie, wait outside.
Yeah.
it was that sort of thing. No, like I said, we left before the sun went down.
Gotta go see a lady
No.
about a donkey.
Our taxi driver almost ran over a dude on a bike. That was fun.
I thought you were gonna
And-
say he almost ran over a donkey. I was like, oh, they're bringing
Nope.
him in.
And that's where I found out, like, oh, traffic lights are a suggestion.
Yeah, if that.
You don't
In
have to
every
stop
other
it.
country but the United States, they mean nothing.
Cool. And like there was like federales with like M16 on the sidewalks. It was spring break, so it was like welcome bikers and spring breakers. It was wild. And like we would go into bars and they would come up to us and like, oh, you want some tequila with the worm in it? My dad was like, get that the fuck away from us now.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
All right. Next one. I'm in IT. I play holding out for a hero every time I have to help somebody out with issues at work.
That's fucking amazing. I love it. That's great.
I listen to I Need a Hero before
like
every
just
show.
tell unplug and replug in back. I need a hero.
Holding on to the edge.
And in his head, he's Kevin Bacon on that tractor in Footloose.
No, he's Kevin Bacon dancing in the fucking warehouse.
Or he's Adam Sandberg in Hot Rod what is it called? Like angry dancing in the forest.
Yeah, which is a parody of Footloose.
I was so confused as a kid watching that because I'd never seen Footloose. So I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
I've still never seen Footloose to this day, but I still laugh so fucking hard at that scene and then with him falling down the mountain.
Anything Andy Samberg does, I fucking love.
That to be honest, Hot Rod is probably the only thing I've
love-
ever really liked him in.
That's about the only thing I've really ever seen. I remember I've seen like him, like what That's My Boy, and like that was horrible. Like Hot Rod is the one I will rewatch.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's
Oh
pretty
no, sorry.
But like
He
movies.
plays Paul Rudd's gay brother in I Love You Man.
I haven't seen that in forever either, though.
And like his whole like he's a like a personal trainer, and his whole like thing is to like turn gay guys or straight guys gay.
Oh, yeah.
good.
I do remember
That's a
that.
very early Andy Samberg role.
Yep.
But him with Isla Fisher, and he's like, "You look pretty." Oh, what was that? You look shitty. It's that shit. Like, excuse me. I fucking love that movie so much.
So, next one. I'm a female. I've always fantasized about doing a porn shoot just to experience what it's like.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Wait, what? She's a lesbian and what?
No, I'm a female. I'm a female. I've always fantasized about doing a porn shoot just to experience what it's like.
To be completely honest, I've talked to people who've worked on them.
They're not very like
They're
Fine.
pretty boring.
I bet.
not that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
like,
you're
okay.
you're having sex for the camera, not for yourself.
Well, no, I've talked to people who are like crewing them. Apparently, the actors are just weird,
Oh, of
like
course.
cuddling and touching each other the whole time, and the crew's just trying to work around that.
Yeah, and then you got like a director like, okay, now stop. Well, I move the camera. Okay, try doing it from this angle. Okay, your hand's covering your nipple a little too much. I need you to move your hand.
You know, and they tell them like more length, show more length,
Yeah.
so they gotta like.
I bet it's probably the most unsexy sexual experience ever.
Why do you think Viagra was invented?
Actually, I think Viagra was invented for like asthma patients. And it just turned
Why do
out
you
it
think
gave
that?
people boners.
It's the most used prescription in the porn industry. They use Viagra like it's going into fucking
I can see that.
fashion.
I mean, I would think like Blue Chew now, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, Blue Chew's basically generic Viagra.
But I get it. I mean, I get it. Like if I was in that situation, I'd be like, you know how hard it'd be to like stay hard with like people
No,
telling
because
you
you
like,
gotta
okay,
stay
now
hard
stop.
for fucking 8 hours.
Like stop doing the okay, now stop. Move her this way. No, you fucked up that line. It's supposed to be like you like that, don't you, bitch? Not bitch, don't you like that?
Or even then, it's one of those things where it's like, the lighting looks like shit.
Yeah, your face looks greasy under this light. Let's
Oh God.
His ass is shiny.
yeah.
Someone powder his ass.
Oh, yeah. No, it doesn't sound fun at all.
No.
Or it's like a really white guy and like the light's just reflecting off of his ass
Yeah.
and just blowing out the exposure on the camera.
Yeah. The autofocus on the camera just keeps going to his asshole because it's like the only dark thing on screen.
It's not even his asshole. It's like a fucking hair on his asshole.
It's a speck of toilet paper stuck between his butt cheeks. So, next one. I once sent a dick pic to a girlfriend's mom. I told her it was an accident, but it wasn't. I found out she was going to dump me and her mom was hot, so I shot my shot.
Shot is shot.
Bold move, bro.
Wow.
I mean, Lee Harvey Oswald said, "You miss all the shots you don't take."
I thought that was Michael Scott.
I thought he was quoting Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, maybe.
He was quoting Wayne Gretzky, who quoted Lee Harvey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It all comes back to Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yes. Everything comes back to JFK. My wife likes to give me hand jobs in public places.
Nice.
Good for her. And that's really the only time as an adult that that's the only time as an adult that hand jobs are even any good. You know? Like we're just hanging around we're just hanging around the house. My wife's like, "Do you want me to give you a hand job?" I'd be like, No. But if we, like we're in a movie theater and she starts giving me a hand job, I'm like, "Ooh, this is fun." You know? All right, next one.
All right, fucking Bobert.
Yeah. I'm a nurse. Once had to help remove a wife's wedding ring out of her husband's asshole.
Nice.
Hopefully it wasn't a big old diamond, because I bet that thing hurt up in there. And how
What
would
if
you
it
even?
was like? What if he had a diverticuli and like the diamond got stuck in the hole?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeesh. But yeah, I had a friend growing up, and his mom was like an ER nurse, and she would tell us about all the stuff they had to pull out of people's buttholes.
Oh my god, my aunt was a proctology nurse, and she said that was the funniest fucking job ever.
Charlie, did you ever have to pull something out of somebody's butthole?
I wasn't a nurse, dude. I did ultrasound.
Did you have to ultrasound somebody that had a weird something that does
Did you ever
not
see anyone
belong?
that slipped in the shower on a shampoo bottle?
Yeah.
No, they would X-ray that.
Okay,
And so
sorry.
no.
I would do an ultrasound just to shame them.
Yeah. Ultrasound their butt cheeks. Like,
Just to leave it in there longer so they fucking learn about what they did.
No, we didn't do anything like that. I did see some lady, like, it looked like she swallowed a necklace, and on the X-ray you could see it, like, in her intestines.
mm,
That was.
So you guys thought it was in her intestines. Turns out it's actually in her vagina.
No, nope, that's not how your
It's not how your
internal
body
organs
works.
work. But
If that was the case, then that lady's got serious problems.
right,
Hey, it's 2024. You never know
Yeah.
what they're calling it.
All right.
we didn't get
We got 2 more of these. Let's go. Had a one-night stand when I was in the Marines. The lady wanted to take a video of me giving her a facial. Afterwards, she watched the video and said, "This is really going to piss him off."
Oh my. Oh my.
Hell hath no scorn. Like, was it? Hell hath no fury.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Hopefully they worked it out. Hopefully they worked it out. All right, last one.
He was definitely deployed.
I've actually gotten stuck in a dryer. My charm bracelet somehow got stuck in the gap between the door and the drum. Unfortunately, no step siblings were around to help me out.
That's
Damn.
fucking great.
I was hoping that was gonna go somewhere.
I know. I always tell my wife, like when she's doing something, like, don't get stuck. Oh, we just got another one. Who sent this one in? Somebody just sent this in. I guess we'll close on this one. Another man is unknowingly raising my son as his.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, so that's been Nooner Nation. Don't even want to go down that road. So, like I said at the top of the show, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, go to Spotify, leave a 5-star, share the show, leave it on for your dogs. We just hit 10,000 downloads on audio a couple weeks ago.
Hey, dogs love our show.
Dogs love our show.
Dogs, cats, birds.
Well, surprisingly,
Fucking
only
ghosts that haunt your house.
only
I don't
about
know. The birds learn some colorful language from us that I don't know if people really want them repeating.
we don't say anything that bad on the show. So, anyways, let's get out of here. That last one. God damn it. you had to
Yeah,
send that
no,
in
that's
the
a
last
hell of a
minute.
one to end the fucking show on.
We couldn't
one
leave it with
hurts.
the chick getting stuck in the dryer. You gotta come in and drop that bomb on us. Jesus, man. So, for Jake,
You asked for confessions.
Yeah.
You
for
got him.
for Jake, I know one of these days we're gonna get one that's like, I hit a dude on the side of the road. I don't know if he's dead or not. I just drove away. You
I
know?
just Fuck.
I felt the bump and I just kept driving.
Oh my gosh.
Have you never seen Almost Famous?
Yes,
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Where
movie.
with the planes going down, the guys they're like tormentors like, I think I killed somebody. I hit him with my car and just drove away.
I just kept going. I never stopped.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So, anyways, for Jake, for Charlie, I am Bill. Good night, everyone.